Thank you for joining us on Business Now. I am Samuel Ukata. The Central Bank of Nigeria on Monday directed all deposit money banks to comply with the Supreme Court order on the old 200 naira, 500 naira and 1000 naira notes. The Apex Bank, in a statement by the AG Director of Communications, Abdulmumin, said this is in compliance with the established tradition of obedience to court orders and sustenance of the rule of law principle that characterize the government of President Muhammadu Buhari, and by extension the operations of the Central Bank of Nigeria as a regulator. The statement said the CBN met with the Bankers Committee and has directed that the old 200 naira, 500 naira and 1000 naira banknote remain legal tender alongside the redesigned banknote till December 31st on Monday 2023. Consequently, all concerned are directed to conform accordingly. The CBN's directive came shortly after the presidency, also on Monday, said President Muhammadu Buhari did not instruct or direct the Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice Abubakar Malami and Governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria Godwin Emefiele to disobey the Supreme Court order on the Naira swap deadline. It also said the CBN had no reason not to comply with court orders on the excuse of waiting for directive from the President. A statement issued by the Senior Special Assistant to the President on Media and Publicity, Mallam Garba Shehu, stated that President Muhammadu Buhari had never interfered in the activities of the judiciary and had no reason to do that now he had a few months to exit from office. An increase in failed payment transactions in February caused a 4.8% decrease in the value of cashless transactions to 37.67 trillion from the 39.58 trillion that was recorded in January 2023. This came as the usage of e-payment gateways recorded a 41.29% month-on-month increase, according to new data from Nigeria Interbank Settlement System. In February, cashless gateways were used 901.46 million times. However, in January, they were used 638 million times. Despite an increase in usage, the total value of cashless transactions fell in February, indicating an increase in the number of failed transactions. The Nigerian Interbank Settlement System has not updated its efficiency platform portal, which states the number of failed transactions and more since 2020, making it hard to report the number of failed transactions. As the major payment switch in the country, the Nigerian Interbank Settlement System records cashless transactions from the Nigerian Instant Payment System and point-of-sales terminals. The Nigerian Labour Congress may be heading for a showdown with the federal government over the scarcity of the Naira note and petroleum product in the country. The Congress gave the government a 7-day ultimatum to end queues at filling stations and banks by making cash and petroleum product available to Nigerians. President of the Nigerian Labour Congress, Joe Ajaero, addressed reporters on the matter on Monday in Abuja. The Congress, arising from a meeting of its Central Working Committee, said it would direct workers to stay at home if the government failed to resolve the cash crunch at the expiration of the ultimatum. Comrade Ajaero said if the federal government and the Central Bank of Nigeria fail to address the issue at the expiration of the 7 days, Congress will direct all workers in the country to stay at home because it has become very difficult to access money to enter vehicles to their workplace. The Nigerian Sovereign Investment Authority has opened an application portal for the maiden edition of its Prize for Innovation program. It said in a statement that the newly opened portal was the only means for submitting applications for the program, with each applicant allowed only one entry. In a statement, it said the agency had in December 2022 launched the NSIA Prize for Innovation program with a total prize value of $255,000 to be awarded as a combination of cash and equity investment to the underlying businesses of the winners. Consistent with its mandate to serve as an enabler for Nigeria's economy diversification and ascendance, authority introduced a prize for innovation as a measure to stimulate the ingenuity of Nigerian startups, innovators and techno entrepreneurs to develop solutions that address real-world challenges with global application. Speaking on the opening of the portal, its Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer, Mr. Aminu Umar Sadiq, said they aim to serve not just as a catalyst for the fast-growing domestic technology and innovation industry, but also as a deliberate enabler across the various ties of the digital ecosystem. Pension fund administrators have increased the value of investment in FGN securities from 9.19 trillion naira as at September 30th last year to 9.64 trillion naira as at last December. The Pension Commission, which made this known in its fourth quarter 2022 report, said these represent 451.82 billion naira increase or 4.92% increase. According to the National Pension Commission, the increase in the value of investments in FGN securities was majorly due to additional investments in this asset class during the quarter. The breakdown of the fund showed that pension fund assets were mainly invested in federal government securities, which accounted for 64.33% of total assets. The report said the composition of investment in FGN securities include FGN bonds at 94.60%, treasury bills at 2.06%, and agency bonds, sukuk, and green bond accounting for 2.34%. Nigerians applying for passport will be charged 1,000 naira in Nigeria for the verification of their national identification number. The National Identity Management Commission disclosed this in a statement signed by its head, Corporate Communication, Kayode Adegoke, on Monday. According to the Commission, the fee is to improve the quality of service, accuracy, and speed of passport services through timely verification of national identification number. It stated that it agreed on this framework with the Nigerian Immigration Service and the new arrangement in its furtherance of the Federal Ministry of Communications and Digital Economy's directive to streamline passport application, renewal, and issuance processes. According to the Commission, Nigeria will pay 1,000 naira for national identification number verification in Nigeria, $5 in other African countries, and $15 in other countries. The Nigerian Communication Commission has set May 17, 2023 as a deadline for all mobile networks to fully migrate from the diverse shortcodes to harmonized codes. In a statement on Monday, the Commission said the old and new harmonized shortcodes would run concurrently until May 17, 2023, when all networks are expected to have fully migrated to full implementation of the new codes. The statement signed by the Commission Director of Public Affairs, Ruben Moka, said the period between now and May 17 is provided to enable telecom consumers to familiarize themselves with the new codes for various services. The Communication Commission had earlier directed mobile network operators to commence implementation of improved harmonized shortcodes for providing certain services to telecom consumers in the country. Consequently, under the new harmonized shortcodes regime, 13 common shortcodes have been approved by the Commission. The Federal Airport Authority of Nigeria has announced that runway 18R and 36R of the Murtala Muhammed International Airport, Lagos, will be shut down for 8 weeks for maintenance. The runway 18R and 36L is specifically dedicated for international flight. Following the development, the federal government has diverted all international flights to runway 18L and 36R located at the domestic wing of the Lagos airport. The runway 18L is dedicated for local flights. The authority, in a statement on Monday, confirmed that taxiway B18L would be used instead for all flight operations until maintenance was completed.